Hey guys, this is Julie. I am going to do a quick little video on our ice cube trays. Mine are not the correct color. They're a nice, really pretty soft blue, but I've had mine for a long time, and this was the color. So what I did last night is I took pomegranate juice, which I purchased at Costco. It's been in the fridge for a while, but it's not been unsealed, and so I just opened it last night. And I don't drink pomegranate juice, but I happen to like it in smoothies, and I do not like putting ice cubes in my smoothie. I'm like, why do I want to put frozen water in there? If I'm going to put something frozen, I'd rather have a frozen juice or frozen fruit, or you can do frozen vegetables. One of the reasons why I like these ice cube trays, just check out the bottom. You see those little buttons there? Watch that. I'm going to push that button up. Watch this. Huh. So there's my ice cube tray, my ice cube of pomegranate juice, and I'm just going to pop these out into the freezer container, because these are going to go back in the freezer. The freezer containers are. Now see, look at, I'm jumping them like this. They're not falling out. They won't do anything until I push that button. And the best thing is, I don't need to run water over this to get those to release at all. And now I'm just going to push those buttons back down. So this is one ice cube tray. So I can probably put the other one in here as well, because I have two of them that are done. So let me do that really quick. So not only is that one of the features and the benefits, which are amazing. The other thing is you can stack them up on top of each other in the freezer, and so they freeze from around each other, side to side. They also go end to end, so they freeze from top to bottom, and it doesn't take as long, I don't think, to freeze, because you're hitting all sides at one time. And I'll show you. Ooh, look at that. Because these don't touch here. So you have that cold air going this way. You have the cold air going this way. And so it truly is a circular and an end-to-end round, as you can see. Now here's what's fun. I'm going to see if I can do this without making too much of a mess. Normally I would go over to the sink, because that's just me. So this did a little overfill, so I'm just gonna take a couple out and put them into a different freezer container. Stay. So our freezer trays, you can, if you want, take this top here, flip open the cap, and freeze it like that. I'm not going to do that today, because I want to be able to see as I fill it. And so I'm going to turn this down. I got fingers full of pomegranate juice. We're going to turn this down, and I'm going to do what I would normally do over the kitchen sink. And I'm going to tilt it a little bit. I'm going to start at the top. And if you do this under your faucet with your water, you can see how it all just goes down. Woo! And look at that, it filled right up. So now it's full. I can pop my lovely lid back on there, and it's all sealed. It's all set to go. I do pop the buttons down on my other one. Hi, Pumpkin. The dog is right at my feet. Okay, those buttons are all down, so we're going to do this again. Fill it up the easy way. And I like the channels right here, because it flows from one to the other, but also right down the side. So I hope you can see that in the camera. And so not one single cube is going to overflow. Ta-da! So now, whoops. There you go. You gotta burp it. Just enough to get that air out of there. Come on. There. So now, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put the camera back up. Bear with me. If you look at it, you've got, I can see through, there's air that can go through that way and air that can go through that way. As a result, the airflow is going to go in one end, come out the other, and it's going to go in one side and out the other side. So it's going to freeze in every direction. And these have been in the freezer for only 24 hours and they're frozen solid, and I've got 2. And look how much more juice I still have to do. So I'm gonna put the juice back in the fridge, and I'm gonna pull these out tomorrow, put them in freezer containers, and then do the rest of it. So I'm gonna have pomegranate juice for my smoothies all summer long. Y'all have a great evening. Bye-bye.